What if for 3 days, your favorite memes, Q&As, and desperately needed info just disappeared? Hey guys, it's Snarky Lisa, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Reddit API pricing changes. Specifically, I'm going to talk about how these pricing changes have angered and ruined many users on Reddit. Well, their experiences. If you like this type of analysis commentary style content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. It really helps the algorithm find my channel. So, what's the fuss all about then? Reddit is a social media platform where people can post about topics they want to post about in sub-communities called subreddits. To avoid being spammed or being hosted by bots and harassers, the vast majority of subreddits have moderators. There are 3 ways to access Reddit. Through the website, through the app if you're on mobile, and finally, through third-party apps. Third-party apps are apps that are not officially owned by Reddit but allow you to access the platform. They often allow users to customize their experiences, as well as provide accessibility tools and important tools for moderators to moderate their communities. To function, the third-party app developers need access to something called an API. For a long time, Reddit has been providing this for free. That is, until now. You see, Reddit is a rich company, but tech billionaires and multimillionaires want to get richer, and making the Reddit API completely free cuts off a major source of revenue. So on April 18, 2023, the owner of Reddit announced that the Reddit API will no longer be completely free. Okay, sounds at least somewhat reasonable, at first. The problem with this pricing though is that it's ridiculously overpriced. You see, Reddit charges by the number of API requests from the app. Specifically, for every 50 million API requests, you'll have to pay about 12,000 American bucks. Might not sound like much, but this is per the API requests. And if a bunch of people are using the app, well, it's gonna add up. In fact, at this rate, if Apollo didn't close a few days ago, then they would have owed Reddit at least $20 million. By comparison, Imgur only charges, allegedly, $100 to $200 for a similar number of API requests. Also, 12,000 bucks, even on its own, is a lot of money. Like, if you doubled that 12,000 bucks, it could be enough to buy kind of a cheap car. But anyways, back on topic. This admittedly didn't really cause too much of an uproar until at the end of May, Apollo, one of the most popular third-party Reddit apps, announced it would shut down soon, unless they could manage to pay a lower pricing. Many Reddit users, upon realizing what this meant for other third-party apps as well, were furious. Some people decided they would quit using Reddit altogether with their accounts unless the administrators changed their minds. Then many, though not all, obviously, of the moderators had an idea. If a bunch of subreddits shut down for a while, maybe this would disrupt the website enough to get the Reddit owners and administrators to listen. So on June 12th, the Reddit Blackout began. Many subreddits went private, so no one could see them, or restricted, so no one could post on them unless they had approved access, as a way to protest the incoming Reddit changes. Some of them reopened on June 14, and many of them are starting to reopen now for reasons I'll explain later. But subreddits to this day have continued to protest in alternate ways. For example, by making their communities 18 plus so ad revenue doesn't come in, or by forcing users to post content on the subreddit that has nothing to do with the actual subreddit topic on hand. The reason why many subreddits are reopening now is because, well, after the first blackout, instead of maybe listening to people's pleas for mercy, instead Reddit chose to double down and even force subreddits to reopen, lest they'd lose a significant part of their moderation teams. The saddest part about all this, though, is that it kinda didn't work. Apollo isn't the only third-party app that shut down, so did many others third-party Reddit apps, including Red Planet. But there might just be hope on the horizon. Even as they double down on third-party apps, Reddit has taken tiny, minuscule baby steps to improve their own features that third-party apps tend to cover, such as basic accessibility features and basic moderator tools. But there's still obviously work to be done. So you might be wondering, well, what can an average person like me do? First, limit logging into your Reddit account and using Reddit. This will help limit the traffic on the website, which gives money. If you are a chronic Reddit addict, which I don't blame you for it, or if you just really need the mental health support tools there, then at the very least, do not purchase awards. They give money to Reddit. Finally, you can request all your data from Reddit. I got this idea from the Save Third-Party Apps subreddit. Why? Because this is an exhausting and frustrating process for the Reddit staff to do. So if enough users request their data, then, well, Reddit might have to answer for the burnout they're causing. As for Reddit moderators, well, first of all, don't use Reddit's current idiocy as an excuse to abuse your power over your subreddits. This is not a reason to deliberately spread disinformation or to ban people for no reason, or conversely, to not ban people that should absolutely be banned even as you detect them. In fact, this will probably do the exact opposite to help your case, as Reddit now has a perfect scapegoat. Unless this is a mental health support subreddit you're talking about, I'm not going to judge you if you decide to keep your subreddits closed. But if you decide that you need to keep them open anyways, then I have an idea. Maybe shut down your subreddits on weekends, because that's when most people have more time to actually use Reddit. I'm sure there are other ways of helping. If you know of any, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, that's it for today. This is probably gonna be my last big upload for a while. And really, my last upload for a while, honestly. I'll either do a music mashup or another commentary next. Have a nice day, everyone, and until then, Snarkly out.